Hey, it's me again, Coco the Cure, for those who don't know. And originally, I was going to do this particular video blog outside at the park, just something different, but it looks like it's about to rain. So I just went ahead and packed it up and brought it into the truck. I guess you can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. I want to first say thank you to my supporters, the people who support me in my fuckery, and not only that, try to get other people to support me in my fuckery through retweeting and, just stuff like that. So to my followers who are so dope, I don't have that many, but I definitely believe in quality over quantity any day. So I appreciate everyone who checks out my videos and even takes it a step further and retweets it out to their followers. It doesn't go unnoticed at all, and it's definitely appreciated. So I did reach out to my followers, to my supporters, and I asked, what do you want to hear me rant, rave, review, or talk about? And I got a lot of great responses. One really in particular stuck out to me, and that was because it was something definitely that I'm passionate about off air. What was it about? Get to the damn part, right? But it's about, media mind control, mental programming, and media manipulation. Now, I'm going to stay away from all of the CIA, Illuminati, Hitler, and practices adopted from World War II. Because we just don't even have enough time for that meal. Like, this subject is a all-you-can-eat buffet, and the meal that we're sitting down for is probably only about 4 courses. So yeah, we really not even going to be able to scratch the surface, but seek and find, study to show thyself approved. And the only thing that I'm here to do is to get you to think. Not necessarily think like me, but just, ask questions, think. A lot of times now it just seems like deductive reasoning and critical thinking is like a thing of the past. Let's get right into it. First things first is that people are highly suggestible and obedient. And history has taught us that. That's, slavery, the Holocaust. People are highly suggestible and obedient. A lot of times, especially when they have no reason to be. So with that being said, all media, especially mainstream media, targets 3 human emotions to provoke a response: love, fear, and rage. And we just park right there for a second. And if you just have an out-of-body experience, take a moment to just think objectively about everything you've watched on TV recently, including commercials or in movies. And I'd almost guarantee they invoke at least one of those emotional responses. Even if it's on a micro level, but sometimes all 3 are in one program or movie. You'll experience all of those emotions in one sitting. So no matter how small, just think about that for a second. Love, fear, and rage. Yeah. Intentionally use the word program when I'm in this particular post, because I know that we like to say shows, TV shows, but it's television programming. That's what it is. Why do you think it's called that? I mean, the unconscious mind is far greater and more powerful than the conscious mind at any given moment. So what we should do is probably take a moment to just break down the definition of programming. So that would be the precise sequence and instructions enabling a computer to solve a problem. To insert or encode specific operating instructions. To insert instructions into a machine or apparatus that regulate or modify so as to produce a specific response. That's kind of heavy when you think about it, at least to me. Now, the television is a one-way interaction. I mean, it's very much a mental and emotional isolator. Talk to your TV or a movie. Does it respond? No. It outputs information. And what you see and hear is not even processed with your eyes and ears. It's processed with your brain. So essentially what we have is an inanimate object run by a few powerful people all day bombarding you with calculated imagery, subliminal messages, and subconscious suggestions. They are sending information directly and indirectly into our brains for various agendas. And I know some of y'all are probably sitting there going, I'm not a machine. Well, or a computer. But programming a computer and programming a person is really not that different. I mean, programming a computer, you're inputting information so it follows commands. Now, whether you want to accept it or not, we follow quite a bit of commands in a day, in a lifetime. We are trained to follow commands from a very young age and programmed to follow commands at a very young age. So do you think a computer or a machine realizes it's doing what it does because someone else is controlling it? I would say no. So before you say, you know, you're not a computer or a machine, I employ you and I ask you this: what is a complex machine? I've been out of school a long time. I won't tell you how long. But what is a complex machine? Anything that helps us do work. Do you work? Does your work help accomplish other goals not directly initiated by you? I would say yes. I mean, your work funds wars. Your work builds communities. Your work kills ecosystems. I mean, that's just with the federal taxes taken out of your check. We're not even talking about, these things is really blowing, excuse me. We're not even really talking about, you know, the consumerism aspect of it, how you choose to spend your money and things like that. That's all connected. So please believe it, please. We are complex machines within a much larger, more sinister, very organized complex machine, which is of course what I like to refer to and many other people like to refer to as the Matrix. Perfect example. The TV tells you, and mainstream media and media tells you when to celebrate and how. Like, take Mother's Day for instance. Did you really need a day on the calendar promoted, spending millions, billions of dollars to promote you taking the woman who brought you into this world and hopefully raised you halfway decent, and for anyone who did not grow up, you know, with a biological mother or whose mother may have passed away or anything like that, my sincere condolences. My heart really goes out to anyone like that, because I was trying to get across is that it's 365 days in a year, so they say. Do you really need someone to promote and tell you when to show appreciation, whether it's Mother's Day, whether it's Valentine's Day, you know, all this pagan stuff, you know, I won't even get into all of that, but I'm just saying, do you really need someone to tell you these things? It's a program, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a command, and we follow it like clockwork every year at the same time. It creates desires in us that we might not normally otherwise have. And if it does not create those desires, it most certainly exploits them. Syndrome, the see it and want it syndrome is like you just having a regular day, turn on the TV, and next thing you know, it's a commercial for, I don't know, Red Robin. You ain't never ate at Red Robin. You don't care nothing about Red Robin. You're like, damn, I could really go for some Red Robin right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's the see it and want it syndrome is easy to spot. I mean, we already like 12 minutes into this post, so I'm gonna try to wrap it up for y'all because I don't want to hold y'all. Your time is important to me. But just think about, the commands that tell you when to shop, tell you where to shop. Black Friday, having people going crazy. When I was young, I don't remember anything about Black Friday. I don't ever remember anybody, talking about Black Friday. Definitely not going out standing in lines from 7 p.m. to midnight and trampling people about Black Friday. Like, I probably didn't know anything about Black Friday until I was in my 20s, and it was kind of just, I woke up one day and I knew what Black Friday was. If that ain't a fucking program, I don't know what is. But I mean, I said all that might even be an exaggeration, but for the most part, that's true. I don't, we are constantly being programmed unless we choose to unplug ourselves. So with that, I just leave you with this, dear hearts. Guard your heart and minds by any means necessary, my loves, because we don't have to be physically held captive or restrained. If someone has control over your mind, they most certainly have control over your body. And with that, I say namaste. Thank you for checking me out. Special shout out to some people who really are always in my corner when it comes to stuff like this, and that would be What You Shay, at What You Shay. Follow her, at Nova Giovanni. Y'all know him. He's famous. My wingman, Vita So Cali, at Vita So Cali, or not least, at Norphilius. Definitely follow that fool. Only follow him though, and if he follows you back, just be prepared to have your tweets jacked. So if you sensitive about people stealing your tweets, don't follow that guy, because he will really get on your last fucking nerve with that shit. So yeah, I'm gonna pack it up and take my ass on home, and see you guys later. Peace.